Oh! Alright, I did not know they could do that. There we go. So with that, I think I'm going to end this episode here. And next time, we're going to fight Radon. Welcome back to another episode of Elden Ring. I know last time I said that I would be fighting Radon. But that's because I was doing this cool thing called lying. This episode, I'm actually going to be doing some quote-unquote optional stuff. Because while I do have all the pieces that are essential to my build, I realize that there's still technically some stuff I can do before fighting a shard bearer. So we're going to do that this episode. Because, like I said, the whole point of this run was to try and do as much optional stuff as possible before I have to fight a shard bearer. And if I play it right, I can make it so that the second shard bearer fight is a real doozy. But in order to fight him, I have to do some other stuff first. And that means I need a lot of runes, and to get a lot of runes, I need to kill a lot of things. So that's what I'm gonna be doing for a couple episodes, is killing a lot of things. Like this zombie guy. Alright, and then I think he teleported over here. Man, who needs allies with enemies like this who just uses his boat to kill all his friends? I was doing so well too. Alright, next go. Alright, let's try using a weapon better suited for that type of enemy. Hello again. Goodbye again. Don't worry, I'll fight him eventually, just not right now. I think I'm going to give this particular boss one or two more tries before I switch gears and try to do something else. Because I technically don't even need to beat him, but he is right in front of a dungeon that I want to access, and if I didn't have to ride past him every time, that'd be fantastic, you know? Phone's going off, wonder what's happening. I don't think this increases my damage a whole lot, but it's worth a shot. Just gonna heal just in case. Oh. None of that business, please. There we go. Oh. And Skelefriend showed up as well. Alright. So I guess I'll just scour these ruins for any items that might be lying around, since the main threat is gone. So, I guess, as far as, like, concrete goals for this episode, is to pick up some bell bearings to increase the efficacy of my, merchant at the Round Table Hold, and, depending on how far I get after that, getting to Volcano Manor. Because I think you can get to it at this point in the game. Because normally you have to do a quest line that requires that you have already beaten at least one shard bearer, and I very clearly have not even defeated a single shard bearer. So it'll be interesting to... But I know that you can fight Rykard as your first enemy without dying. Which is like the operative thing. Because there is a way to reach Volcano Manor, but you have to die to get there. And I ain't about that life, right now at least. Alright, well, you know, that almost worked. Yeah, so the item I get at the end of this dungeon will let me buy materials to upgrade my spirit ashes up to a certain point. Which is why, if you're doing like a long run of this game, it's essential that you stop by this dungeon. Just checking the elevator, because there are certain dungeons where to progress you have to fall down the elevator. I know. Oh. Alright. Alright, bucko. Alright, bucko. That time referring to myself. This is why I need to start investing in vigor as soon as possible. I need to get the runes so I can wield my weapon, and then I can finally start dying less. I need one more arcane. How much to level up? Oh. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go grab my runes, and then I'm gonna level up. And then I'm gonna come back and wreck those guys. Also, I keep forgetting I have a long range option. So you know what, I'm just gonna go through. And I'm gonna send this back up just in case. Alright. Now that Jimmy McCool is by himself, he's a lot more easy to deal with. Oh, cool, I got his knife. Not that I'll likely use it. Yeah, because there is still a lot of optional stuff that we can do in this, in the Altus Plateau that doesn't require a shard bearer. Plenty of dungeons, like the Pot Dungeon, or the Hell Dungeon. When I say hell dungeon, I don't mean like literally hell. I mean that the final boss is annoying. Oh, hello, buddy. Oh, we both missed. A battle of champions. I should have switched to the knife. My spirit ashes are going to be ripped as heck after this dungeon's over. Alright. Right. Well, the good news is I can just run through these guys. Oh, I can't run through that guy. Let's do this. Ah, cool. Hello, friends. Heh. All right. These guys are persistent. But again, they're slow, so I can ignore them. He says they almost single-handedly caused my death. Aw, poor guy doesn't know how stairs work. I don't think I have enough, so I'm not going to bother. Oh, it's this one. Okay. So the trick to getting over to where Mr. Pot Thrower is you got to trigger the platform, and then when it comes down, you run across. And that'll give you enough time to get over here without dying. You know, assuming you're not an idiot. Although, granted, no amount of vigor could have helped me in that situation. I'm pretty sure those spikes are an instant kill. And if they're not, they do enough damage that it might as well be an instant kill. Well, I think now is a good time to employ the run like a bitch strategy. Then the guy on the right. Oh, of course he respawns. Alright, well, kite him away from the ladder. Okay, then. I very clearly should not be here on account of the fact that I just lost 17,000 runes. So it looks like the slow and steady strat is optimal. Alright. And if this doesn't work, I will actually go and switch gears. Honestly, these two imps in the first area are the most annoying part, because you gotta fight them through the saw blade. Or do I? Too late. Oh, I misaligned it. Stop it. Fine, be that way. You see, it's about sending a message. Good old strafe souls. Good old strafe souls. Right as the bleed proc too. That's funny. Man, that went much better than the first time around. And there's this asshole. Man, I'm so glad I have eye lasers. The ultimate path forward is to drop down, but I am a stupid bitch. Oh, I mistimed that roll. Oh well. Live and let die. You know, putting aside my obvious health discrepancy for where I am in the game, this dungeon is just not fun. I think I need to be getting more environmentally creative. Alright then. Wait a minute. I just remembered something fun. Man, I should have been doing that for a while now. Where is it? Yeah, here we go. Just max those out. Those will be really useful. Won't be useful for this next fight, though, which is going to be obnoxious. But it will be useful for the one in that room. Oh. Alright, I see the way forward, as it were. That shouldn't have hit me. Cool, I love being stun locked by enemies that don't have team killing enabled. I'm doing it to myself. I'm doing this to myself. I have no one to blame but me. But honestly, that's like the last big obstacle in this dungeon, is getting past that guy, because I can just use the Flamberg runt to beat up the other dude. I need to start using my brain. I pointed out the frickin' lightning panel, and I didn't make use of it. And just let them deal with each other. Knock him off. And he gets up. Well, that's a lot of smithing stones just for one little dude. Alright, let's actually employ the strategy I came up with. Oh, he aggroed onto the slimes. Man, I wish I knew that earlier. Would have made this whole section a lot easier. Well, live and let die. Oh. Yeah, it can be cool sometimes. So I think that strategy is the same, but reversed. Drop down, wait for it to come up, let it drop down again, run across. And there we go. This again. Alright, except I think there's a crab this time. Called it. Oh, there's two crabs. Man, those lightning panels are really useful. Wait, is the knight dead? The slimes killed the knight. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Ah, slimes are the goat. Anyway, now that all of this BS is done, I can just go back to the Grace, heal up, and fight the boss, and then I'll be out of here. It'd be really funny if I died right here, though. Alright. And now let's go die to the boss. Oh, it's just one of him. Okay, that's fine. Lutel, thank you. I missed. Oh, Lutel's the goat. And like that, I got what I came for. So, given just how much time I spent on that dungeon, I think I'm going to go to one other place. And then, I'll just say next episode, because there's still a couple more places I want to try to go before I fight Radon. Yeah, time for some good old-fashioned horse riding through the sulfur mines. Oh, and there's a grace right over here. How convenient. That'll make things a lot easier. And hey, I have enough runes to level up, so let's do that. And with that, I can finally wield my weapon of choice. Let's see how it compares. It is actually worse because I haven't upgraded it, but that is an easy thing to fix. For now, we're just gonna progress forward, though. That's a bow. This one's a bow, if I remember correctly. Not a bow, like the weapon, but like the type of item it drops. But you know what? I'm going to be needing a bow later, so why not? Let it erupt. There's a golden tree. You want to grab that. Mushroom. So mushrooms actually are important because they let you craft the pot items that you can throw, and they get a lot more versatile than what I've been showing. Because right now I've only crafted the fire pots, but there's more, and there's a specific type of pot that I'll need for one of the bosses later on. But you know, we'll get to it when we get to it. Man. Alright. Oh, how convenient. The timing is perfect. And then we got a grace up here. Give us a good... Can't... You know what? Okay, so it's just the sulfur. Alright, I thought that was a jump pad for the horse, because the effect doesn't look all that different. And we're just going to ignore the enemies in this area. Because if there's anything that dungeon taught me, it's that I am wholesale underleveled for this section of the map. So we're just going to ignore everything and ride past. Which, you know, given the enemies we run into, I think is a suitable solution. However, it's going to be much harder with this guy. So I'm just going to activate this, and then I'm going to repeat the process. Don't worry, we'll be coming back here later for a quest line, but for now, I'm just going to ignore him. Man, it's a good thing Torrent is lava-proof, otherwise this might be a problem. Well, not lava-proof, but lava-resistant. And isn't that all you could ever want in a horse? And we gotta keep going. More enemies to ignore. Especially that giant bear. Then we have a site of grace over here. And an item. Ooh. I don't use crossbows, but there is one that shoots 3 darts at the same time. I want that one. I don't think that's it, though. Now, there is another boss up here that I'll have to fight, because she drops an item that lets me equip more spells. Not that I have a whole lot to equip in the first place, at this point in time. But we will have to come back for her later, because of that item. And also, it's a mob boss, because in addition to her, there's also these wizards that are standing around here that she's controlling. And like a lot of things, I am not physically prepared to do that. And then we got a wizard buddy over here that if we talk to, he'll say, here, take my thing. He won't really say anything, but you can see his hand moving. Nice. I got an item I'll never use. And we have another dungeon over here that drops a well, it doesn't drop, but it contains a funny item that I might be. It's a funny item and it's a fun weapon to use, but it's not compatible with my current build. So I'll definitely be coming back for it, but I won't be equipping it. I don't think this is the right path, but we're just gonna keep gallivanting around. Oh, this is patches, right? Pumpkinhead. I think that's the norm. No. All right. Alright, so welcome to a game of get to the stairs as fast as possible. Because I do not have any interest in fighting that bastard. I don't even know if I'm headed the right way at this point. I'm just trying to get around everything. I know that there is a quote-unquote correct path to Volcano Manor. I just don't know what that path is. Man, it's a good thing none of these enemies could jump. Oh, I just jinxed myself. Well, it's a good thing none of them have bows. They are persistent, I will give them that. Unfortunately for them, I have in my possession, a mighty steed with which to traverse the game world. Okay, that's actually kind of funny. They can fly, just not up here. Alright, this is definitely not the right way. But I am too far gone at this point, so I'm just gonna ride past all these boys. So there's a fun boss at the top of this mountain. That's not what we're here for, at all. I am literally just, you know, going the wrong way. Which is what you're supposed to do in games like this. Because, you know, that's the whole shtick of being open world. Now, let's see if I can... Nope. Not enough lateral distance. So, to explain what I tried just there, those jump pads are cool because when you use them, they negate any and all falling damage you would have taken. And that's both ways. So if you're coming down to land on them or going up on them, any fall damage you take, it just doesn't exist. So you can... If you can angle yourself properly, you can land places that you shouldn't be able to get to normally. Let's backtrack a bit. Because I know there's a way to get to the Volcano Manor. And I am going to find it. And if all else fails, we can ask our buddy Patches for help, I'm sure. That's neat. I wonder if there's a way to kite the dragon back into those guys. I don't think he leaves the lake. But it'd be fun to try that just to see if you could do it, you know? The giant bear. So those are like the most unfun enemies in the game, so if you can ignore them, you should. Because they have a ton of health, they deal a ton of damage, they're not fun to fight, and, you know... I could have sworn there was a way. Let's try here. And if I don't find a path, I'm just gonna... You know what? Screw it. I spend most of the dungeon just running around aimlessly, I spent most of the episode in a dungeon, and then I spent most of it riding around aimlessly. I think this is a good place to call it for now, and I'll know where I'm going next episode. So thank you for watching. If you want to see more, subscribe. I upload more than just Elden Ring Let's Plays, but I want to finish this as like a long-term project, even if it's just one episode a week. I'll try to upload smaller videos in between now and then. If you have suggestions or advice, leave them in the comments. If you like what the video is about, or like the whatever you like it, you like the video. Do that. Subscribe if you want to see more. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time.